Okay, we still have a little bit left on this song because it is the extended version, 10 minutes, but I'm thinking that maybe you don't want the full 10 minutes. Okay, so Death must die once again. And once again, I'm not particularly sure. Unlock loadouts, unlock extra storage. More storage for hoarding. Yeah, that would be nice. I do gotta say. So that is an update thing as well. Like I said, if I could take more items from the missions, that would already be very nice. Also, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I did have to buy those. Yeah. Did I actually buy? Okay, let's here. There you go. Okay, so star tablets. So that is also different loader. That one really does make sense. This one also makes sense. It's fine. Not quite sure what that is. If that is just hoarding, I feel like we have enough space now. But then again, I don't know what they are actually planning for items because yeah, there's a huge amount of special stuff already, and I'm guessing that like those are the chests as they appear. So yeah, with those you definitely do have enough space, I think. But I don't know what they're actually planning for items that you can find. And obviously I would like some more special items where you can actually really grind for items instead of just yeah, well, am I gonna find the item that I need or not, but that you actually find something that feels special to find for your character in specific, sure, but also just for you, just getting very lucky. Because right now, if you just spend time, you're gonna find the item, but it doesn't really feel like that 0.01 chance of oh, I find an item with those modifiers that I want for my build, or that there's really special stats, because like for example, dash area is nice, but then again, it is just in those 3 dimensions of more attack damage, more attack speed, more attack area, right? Or more skill area. Also cooldown could be a thing, but then again, that is attack speed. So like there's, like I said, with extra attack projectiles, that is a really nice stat. Obviously, also experience gain is pretty cool, but again, the range that it can come with, I would love it if there was a little bit more of it. I really want to create actual broken builds, not just of like, yeah, you have a lucky run where you find one god power that you want. Also, god powers, like, and in the end, when you do have like we did yesterday also, where we found a lot of experience, you have like 50 60 levels sometimes, but I also had a lot of extra experience passively from my items. But yeah, if you could, because right now, I'm basically just leveling up at best 2 skills in a run. And I don't think that is particularly good. Like every other thing, I'm just getting like to level 4, 5, maybe at best. And then I have like 10 points in my attack or 10 points in the cast. Again, right now you would just be OP if you actually did find more level ups and just have more. But like there's no real incentive for me to go with anything else but that one ability that I'm constantly using then, or that I'm using as my main damage for the run. There's nothing to really then spread out, which I don't know. It would be probably better if there was like conjunctions between different spells that would make them stronger and then would add like different stuff to both of them. Like I mean, that is too complicated. But if there's like an attack ability like the chill from yesterday, so we used the chill attack and we used the time field, and that something like that actually gives my attacks. Oh, I'm buffing a cast so that my attacks then get some modifier from that, which is, I don't know, if I spend 10 points in cast, I'm getting an extra projectile and an extra pierce or something like that. And if I were to spend strikes, then I would get more damage and wider area or something like that. And if I were to spend it on dash, then I would get velocity and or like velocity and speed, and with the other one I get the more projectiles. Maybe something like that would be relatively nice, because then I could say, okay, I need for my build to actually be really working, I need at least 1 or 2 peers. So I do then want to level up something else that is maybe not necessarily optimal, but still helps me. And I'm describing it horribly, but like I said, right now everything functions by itself, and then obviously if I could find a run where I would just spend 50 points on one thing, I would spend 50 points on one thing, and I don't think that is necessarily very good. I would rather actually have it that I need more focus on how is my build working from what I've picked as a loadout, from items and skills, and then what am I still in need of? What would make it better? What am I finding in the run? And that it combines more, so that I have a reason to then say I don't just need to spend on one thing. But obviously, yes, I can. So if I actually do have something in mind where I'm like, oh, I have a really strong bow here, and I have a lot of attack speed already, so then I don't need to go into strikes, and I can actually build up points into casts much more, or summons, and then I can have that as a really standalone build. Also, you can see it in the DPS that yeah, those that is actually much too strong, I think. It's like 3 times as strong as all. That is basically why I'm playing this character now once again, because we still have to bask in the greatness, and I'm very much thinking that this is gonna get nerfed. So I'm gonna play it once again, just for old time's sake. Before then, the next time we stream it, in the next stream cycle, we actually will, obviously then have what I'm thinking is going to happen, nerfs from the update. Anyways, But yeah, like I said, there's different things that I'm hoping from the update because I like the game so much, and it does seem that they are really working on it. I hope it's not just more, because so many developers fall into this trap. They just do more, and I mean that's great. More is great, more of a good thing. But it would be even better if you made it more, like if you gave more functionality to things, if you gave more options in the runs, then you don't even have to give more. It's just like each run is so individual. Um, and there's a lot of planning and there's a lot of difference between what the players can do, and that will keep people going for so much longer than anything you could add with any amount of, oh, I'm just creating more stuff. Yeah, usually throwing more stuff on top without fixing fixing limitations, but without actually expanding in terms of the limitations that the game had, which usually then is like the scope of the games, especially of small indie games, is usually smaller in the beginning, and then they actually have a success, and then they're just adding content. Where it would be much better if they were actually working on what came too short and was with too little focus on, and because there was just not the resources for it. So yes, I'm understanding and I'm empathetic to it, and obviously I'm asking for the difficult changes because, like, honestly, just adding more content, as nice as it is, um, it is a lot of work still, but it is not the difficult work. The difficult work is making something that is actually really memorable. And usually just more content is more watering down what you already have. Now, obviously, I have no idea what they are planning, and it does seem that they're in for the long haul with the release, that they are actually really, oh, we have success with this. Um, and again, I really like what they already have in there, but I would love it if they, like I said, um, items. I would love to grind and really luck out on some items sometimes, or just find an item where I'm gonna build a whole thing around because it just spawns with those great modifiers together. Right now, it feels like there's only so many modifiers that can come together, and it's just, yeah, do I have 20% more, 20% less? And I like it really a lot that there is a range, but usually the range is at some point in a run, I'm gonna have like yesterday, 1,800% attack damage. Do I care if my weapon has 20% more or less? So yeah, there's definitely still stuff to be done. Um, some of the skills, obviously, balance-wise, it is kind of which I'm thinking that probably we are gonna see here. Some of the skills that are out there are more useful than others, but also that there are some skills that don't really necessarily make so much sense to me, like when they're binding towards items or bound to items, quantity and whatnot, or lore. Um, yeah, there's only so many lore pieces that I can find. It feels much better when it is actually conditional to how I'm playing in a run. I think that is much better. For example, with extra power that is tied to my armor per 100 armor that I have. I think that is pretty great. I think there's a lot more of that. Again, it's conditional. It's pretty. It's a lot harder to code and to balance. Um, and yeah, locations. Obviously, there's more lucky builds or lucky runs that you can have, and that there's some way to actually influence which direction you are going in a map. That there's some idea of you can actually have something deterministic happen, maybe. Um, that is like the one thing that the Hall of or Tormented Halls or whatever that is called. That's the one thing that game does right. That you actually see, oh, there's a thing here, go there. Um, And there is, there is with the God skills. The God skills is probably the one thing that I'm liking the least so far, because they, again, if there's just 50 points that I could spend, 50 level ups that I could spend on one skill, I would probably do that because, yeah, then that one skill is strong. I would much rather like it if there's a need to combine skills and that there's different things that can happen with different combinations so that every run actually feels like, hey, I gotta know the game. I don't just go the attack ability, I go, oh, this is something that I can actually build that is different from what a new player would build. A new player would build, oh, here's attack damage, I build attack damage, but I know, I'm going a few points into a status effect, and then I'm getting status effect extra damage from my skills or from my items. Maybe that there's more interesting modifiers, or that I'm finding a location that actually gives me more duration on statuses, and then I just want an attack thing for my status that I apply to make it actually useful. And then I combine that with other skills from the gods, and I'm having a lot of strikes, so I have a lot of attack speed, and so I'm building up the status very, very often. Something like that. That would be my dream, I think, for the game. If those were changes that were made. I'm trying to eat, so I did not get what I really wanted, because I still had stuff to do today. And I got like a quark a quark bag. I don't know what to actually call it. And there's like a space in between with like a yogurt on the bottom, and I'm just filling it up with fruit now. And I only had blueberries left, so they are constantly falling out. But it feels like without the fruit, it feels a little bit too bland. And so yeah, the combination and the the mix is just making it a lot better. Okay. Honestly, the 6 losses with Avalon. So the character that needs the achievement. Yeah, achievements is also something that they could have really yeah. But it's fine. It's okay. So as you can see, I have a lot here. Do I want that? No, I don't want that. Projectile counts for the deadly attack is pretty damn nice. Am I ever gonna find? Yes. Okay. So execution is really nice, but the deadly attack on expert is also really nice. More velocity, but also execution. Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna. This is actually a fun one. I'm fine with that. So there's gonna be a lot less dashing. With this.
You know my purpose? To hell with you. A mortal who begs the gods is no more than a worm below their feet.
Honestly, yeah, as nice as rupturing is, obviously, like there's strikes, but I don't actually particularly like it. I am once again taking the taking the attack damage, but for this guy it is actually kind of I don't I don't have a choice, you know. No, obviously I would. But thing is, I obviously would
the
love.
daughter bears no guilt for the sins of her father. Taking Mort's gifts was wise, hero.
If there was also combinations that are more than just the skills that they individually have here. Dashes with extra movement speed, we're gonna take that. That is also really nice to have. So this character is the only one that I have completed exactly because of the skill that we took in the loadout. Is the only character that I've beaten the 100 difficulty challenges with.
On this pure white necklace while you're down there. You know what? Never mind. Let him keep it for all I care. It was something from a long time ago.
Would be nice to find. Ooh, World Freeze. All enemies gain a stacker of chilled every few seconds. Those are also always really nice abilities. Well, what was I about to say? Yeah, more attack damage again. We just apparently it's fine. We're gonna take the Soul Stealers. They're expert. We're gonna take expert. Critical chance, but more attack. Fuck. Yeah, I can't, unfortunately. That also UI thing. I would love to actually gain the ability here to actually see my critical strike chance, my possibilities there. More movement speed, I think that is not even bad, especially because we are not so quick. It's fine. We're gonna take this first. We still have stuff to upgrade, so we might as well, right? But yeah, more conditional stuff would be very nice to have. Ooh, ice shards, that is very good. So yeah, ice shards, strikes, as said. In the beginning, I obviously don't need them, especially now that I've already found weapons and stuff. But yeah, in the beginning I don't need it, but I want to take strikes, if possible. Oh, can you? Thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So what did I say about freeze? So world freeze is just super nice. Well, I guess we take an upgrade. Yeah, you could see that I'm just with the extra possibility. So I probably honestly I should have probably done this differently and taken just a god, a specific god that makes for nice looking build. Honestly, the minion dev on this map, where there is actual strong minions, is not bad. Also, there's way too many cats. How many did we slay already? Oh yeah, there we go. Deadly attack. Max life or attack area. I don't wanna that early on. I don't wanna gain a level. 35 max life would also be very nice, quite frankly. But let's see about the attack area. Power or cast damage? I don't need either. let's just take the powers. But I don't think I'll actually get any powers. The trade-off is relatively nice. Like normally, I'm just gonna keep my hand on the jump button because I want to use it on cooldown, and luckily the game actually lets you do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get some extra life here. The game lets you do that. But then you don't have the possibility to dodge when you need. Or when there is a need for it. So yeah. Again, I would love the execution, sure. More experience would be very nice to have. Also, it feels a little bit weird. Our status effect. You gain attack damage for each immobilized enemy. You know what? So we have already 500%. We have, yeah. Oh no, they actually hit me. Oh no. Yeah, that is what I meant. It doesn't feel particularly good. That I... Oh, there we go. Some life for me. Nope, okay. No. Let's see. I don't get anything better. Well, it doesn't feel particularly good that I don't know what it actually is. I'm gonna take the experience gain, just because we're still under 5 minutes. Yeah, bookshelf, again, that is something that you don't gain anything from after a while. So then it should be like that they don't spawn anymore. As much as I do like the lore, and I quite frankly would actually... I don't know what they have planned, if they have planned anything for the story. But with the way that it is told... With the way that it is told from the god's perspective, and that you're basically just piecing together from the different interaction of what the story is, I like that, and I would actually like it if they did spend some thought on the story. I got hit again. What the hell? How can it be? Oh, this could be a nice one. Movement speed, max life, blah blah. But I can also sacrifice a random blessing. But quite frankly, apart from the Thor, I don't really want to. So, but that is a nice trade-off. That is one where it always feels like, oh yeah, that could be. That could also be. Let me see. More pull area I don't need. That's... Ooh, first strike. I have the more area. Quite frankly, I'm gonna take this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna find it in that rarity again. But yeah, so with the skill that I've taken, for example, now it also makes sense that I'm taking... actually, I don't know if there's a cooldown. I think there is a cooldown. But it makes sense to attack, because that's nice. Yeah, but again, I'm just taking the same things, and I have no costs, I have no powers, I have no summons. Sure, I don't necessarily want to focus on everything, but I've not even filled out my strikes, and that feels kind of like a waste. Yeah, just level one thing and you're gonna be fine. I don't know. But as you can see, we're kind of cruising through. And I guess we are losing some life. But hey, how much life do I really need, huh? Oh yeah, and what I also said the other time. Fine. I can't actually say if that is really worth it, but you know. But yeah, that actually I also do have to say 120% extra experience. And there's a boss, which is obviously very sad. Yep, basically they die. How about I don't get out? How about you do? Yeah, what I said beforehand. It does feel a little bit. A little bit boringish. That you're just weighing off. Like, oh, I could do probably like 90% more damage with this. But if I take the other thing, then I could have like, you know, I could have 89% more attack damage, but it scales 1% better. So if I take a second one and a third one, and then it would actually, no, and that, I don't know. Some of those trade-offs between the skills, it feels rather that I'm just trading percentages of damage increase or like output increase, rather than I'm actually spending it on a useful build, right? We still have gotten no execution. That's pretty sad. Well. So yeah, I basically, how do I say this? Everything in this game could be made better. I would love it if that actually. Yeah, god damn it. Okay. But hey, I really like the game as is. But there's so much potential in it. And my biggest fear is that I'm gonna see the update, and it's just gonna be. Honestly, I don't even. Fine. I'm gonna see the update, and the update will only be extra content and extra god. And the extra god will also be just like, okay, well, I'm guessing I'm taking this one, and not something that actually makes new builds really happen, but just, oh yeah, it's a strong god with that ability, so I'm taking that ability. I don't really. Yeah. You can see the eye shot getting tripled and they just melt. More movement speed for me. I have. You know what would be nice? Would be another dash. No, but I am squishy with this character, obviously. And we have still not taken any power. We have plus 12% power, so we have taken this 4 times already. Fine. Honestly, fine. We're taking even less here. Actually, did I lose life? How did I gain life? I'm not quite sure. Didn't we actually, before we were supposed to lose the life? Gain more evasion? Nah. We are going maximum greed, and maximum greed means that we take more damage. Yeah, see, this is completely fine. Weakened for less damage, so who needs evade? When I have
My frost upon him.
when I can run around them forever and ever. I should, but you know what? It's fine. We're gonna upgrade. Again, it's damage-wise, it's a mistake, but I would like it if I'm freezing that I'm seeing the damage increase. But it also is still like, you know, just between, hey, I'm increasing my damage by 30% or I'm increasing it by 50%. Like, yeah. Also, yeah, there's more runs. More runs where you can find rare locations to actually really. I don't want to say like breaking runs, because it always sounds so unbalanced, but I mean, you already kind of are. Now, I did say this is the only character that I have finished the 100% difficulty challenge with. Now, my items are not completely amazing. With Avalon and with Kront. But I do have to say, they feel pretty much undoable with 100 for the difficult modifier. So yeah, make of that what you will. Like I said. But hey, that is stuff that I don't mind at all. Now, obviously, it would be nice. It would be nice, sure. Actually, critical damage on my attacks. Why not, right? Okay, a nice little elven bow. Some more rare items. Now we're gonna get more drops. We have not gotten enough drops so far. Dash damage again is just your chance of finding rare items or more pickups. Okay, I already have more pickups that I've just taken, so I guess we're gonna try to find rare items. But once again, I'm really just like, does it matter? Like, does that matter as a choice? Like, condensing this down to, obviously, like, on this one, it doesn't really, like, I basically want both. Yes. But does it feel like there's a real particular choice that changes your build or what you can possibly find? Again, like, it would be really cool if then there was also, you find or like you pick those rarity options, like more stuff that can drop and more rare stuff that can drop. And that with those modifiers, it is also that with the items that are dropping, it's not just, a red item drops or legendary or whatever, but that it's also rarer modifiers that can drop, or that the chance of rare modifiers stacking up on an item go up. That I would really like. Okay, we finally have our execution. Now I would actually take, quite frankly, I would take. I actually really would like it if we can take the fear on top of it. I've made some builds with Radiance and Fear, but I do have to say, yeah, that's obviously on a character like this. it really wouldn't be a good idea. I don't actually know. No, we're gonna take more damage, you know. I'm gonna see. I don't think I have a revive on this one. Nope. But we do have 40% evasion anyway. So, yes, it would be nice, obviously, to get more safety.
It has potential.
But we are on 32 difficulty, so meh. I think I'm gonna be fine. So difficulty, though, with difficulty there is more items that are dropping. So that is one thing that actually does happen. The kobold is trying to dig in the sand with a pickaxe. He has completely lost his mind. He starts ranting about how the sand is actually made of gold. Maybe it's worth listening. Gain more gold. So here it would be interesting if you like ignore him, that there is some quest that opens up. Like I said, also with conditional stuff, are you tested to be virtuous? And then there is some conditions for actually opening up some items there, or that there's like quests popping up on the with locations that you have found that there's quests opening up, and that there is challenges. Now that would be really amazing if there's challenges on the map. Like you have here, you can listen to him and get a small buff. But then if you actually do come across another choice, or if you do see something on the map where you can go that you know that there's a fight waiting there, so maybe you have to sacrifice some life because it is a difficult fight and you are already struggling, so you know I should not take it. But if you are actually feeling strong, then you can take it. And also make it like a, oh yeah, now I have another buff, or that there's it's something that actually gives you a possibility to smithy an item, you know. That would be really great. I would love to get quests on the map. Again, also because it kind of like, there could be also in the locations, there could be like stories about the map that you're on, the realm that you're on, telling a story about it as well. Like, there's so much great stuff that could be made with it. I like what is in there already, but it's just, this is such a great basis for, there would be amazing things that could be done, and it would be just the best game ever. I have no idea how that actually works with the insect queen here. I'm basically what is pretty nice is that you don't want to waste time. So what I can actually do in these fights is that I'm taking it slow, and then from the minions I'm getting some extra. This is actually pretty good. That I'm fighting the minions, I'm getting possibilities for extra, well, life, or for for items. Maybe gold drops would also be really nice to have. But yeah, that I can do that, but I'm wasting time, and obviously me wanting to go around and to find locations, also not having the boss alive for so long. It would be also Or it is a very nice way of that you're basically playing around. So this is probably still more gold than something like this. Repetition. Whenever you attack an enemy, refresh any non-stun statuses. I am taking it just for that special ability. See, that would also be a way to go about it. That you can, that there are some of those status things that do spawn just like that on, hey, we gained our max life again. Yeah, now I think I actually do have, I do not have the time anymore to really, or well, it won't actually do much more to take movement speed. A Fable, what is that? Fable, Legend, movement speed. Ooh. That is again a stat that I actually also do not mind taking. Divine Shield down. Honestly, kind of, yeah. Okay, first up we are gonna get rid of some of the archers because they're annoying. Usually it also you can just go and ignore the archers because you're just when you're walking away they will come up before you anyways again. So it really also doesn't matter much. Again, stone coffins, I don't think there's anything good that I get from them. Another Fable. More Legend. Oh, it is even the same one, 3.8. Damage to barriers and bosses. And 40 life. Honestly, not terrible. I'm glad that they nerfed those guys. That is very nice of you. I mean, right now, again, with the difficulty that we are playing on, I do not have any problem with them, but on the higher ones, 24 attack speed. I mean, healing is also really nice, but still,
It is not for death
24
to
attack
decide
speed
when to
is
take a
pretty
life.
great.
For breaking his duty towards the living, he must face retribution.
And I must face that I can't get the deadly attacks build up further. So yeah, what did we actually take? We have a level 7, a level 3, so that's 10 levels. Then we have 2 level 4s. And well, I have 1 level 3. Again, what did I say? It doesn't really feel like we are mixing much. Because like even 4 levels is not... If anything, like yeah, no, it's basically the strikes that get multiplied. That is the big thing. But even on even on a level 1, it basically would have been basically that good. So really, what is the big choice there? More Radiance. Nah, more Divine Shield. Oh, there's a generic pen that I really do need. Gain attack damage if you don't have a weapon equipped. Now that's definitely something for for a run for achievements. Also, in the end, you do not have enough time to equip all or to pick up all of the items from the boss fight. I would actually like it if there was more time for that.
I want to see Death's heart encased in a...
I basically I'm basically throwing away some items before the boss fight even occurs. Just because if I beat them... Okay, a level here now is actually kind of fine.
As cold as she is,
I think we even
Winter
keep the
knows
progress
bounds of her
for
domain.
the next level. I don't know. Yeah, see? We actually do keep
You
it.
carry the mark of the fates. If they champion
That is super nice.
they
I
must
do
set a
enjoy
heroic
it when
journey
games are
before
nice to you as a player and not like, oh, nah, this has to be super difficult. Okay, honestly, we are staying pretty safe here, right? I have 11 seconds. Actually, I don't even know. Yeah. 12 seconds Divine Shield. And I still do have 2 dashes, so that's probably just fine. Honestly, even more area. Look at all those, look how handy it is for me to now have the... maybe nah. Look what this does now. Look at all of the damage that I'm doing with my power. That's like 300 damage. Amazing. I think they also nerfed Radiance, unfortunately. Very much unfortunately. And again, I don't necessarily feel like, that's not... It's not a particularly amazing choice. Do we take armor? I guess we just take armor. That's fine. It feels like kind of a waste, but still. Okay, but what I actually would also... If we had tornadoes, I remember when there was tornadoes and what else was it? Because tornadoes was super strong, and there was the rock slides, and ooh, look at the execution. We in the end never took. In the end, we never took the execution. Oh. $69 life. We unfortunately once again, we have nothing to sell. No money whatsoever. Yeah, you also make more money than anything else with selling items. Extra movement speed and dash distance. At least this is a light one. It's a lot of life though. More cast damage. Thank you, game. I really needed that. Oh, the Jhin. Well, Jhin. I have more experience that I gain now. So you'd better look out. What else can I get here? More phantoms. Ravens. I can now get the mayhem. Perfect. But yeah. He has so much attack speed. It's actually crazy. So, yeah, now I have to pick up all of the items, look through them, and if I don't go away, drop them, then they will just I'll just pick up the same items all over again. Okay, there's one status damage bow. Your attack hits have a chance to apply poisoned. I mean, 50% is actually pretty great. 4 pounds, 1 projectile, 10 angling. Yeah, it's not... Again, I mean, the Envenomed is really nice. Status damage, then on top of that, like it's really cool. But it still feels... underwhelming for what is supposed to be one of the best items. Attack range, attack bounce. Honestly, I have Pierce. Bounce is kind of nice to have. Ooh, more experience. Great. Total clears, blah blah blah. Level earned. 44 levels. The Soul Stealers did more damage than my deadly attacks. Huh. But yeah, with 44 levels, we have 1 level 4, 1 level 7, 1 level 5. Like, obviously, yes, I took some other stuff, but... I don't know. That is a build that could have just been built by anyone. There's nothing special about that. Now, the last thing here, though, projectile bounce. That is, I do feel, something special. Okay. What do you have for me? Summon count, summon damage. Interesting. Cooldown reduction and extra damage. Honestly, not terrible. Yeah, just damage. We have cooldown reduction and effects range. Cast critical strike. Yeah, those are interesting. Oh, more cooldown reduction. Honestly, damn. Okay, so I mean, I sell this. Summon attack speed as it is nice. Okay, so this I'm gonna get rid of, I think. Well, we get rid of this. Percent movement speed, we get rid of this. Damage, 40 life experience, that is also fine to get rid of. Okay, so now 41% luck and also looter. I think looter would be, if if there was more than 100 gold, because, like, I mean, elite enemies, there are some, so it's not bad in any way. And if you stack them up, then yeah. But quite frankly, taking too many of those, it's also really annoying. Also, cooldown reduction doesn't go to dash cooldown, which is pretty sad. This is for this build, attack speed and chance to heal is actually pretty great. That's actually pretty good. I mean, obviously, like 10 less armor and D30 less life. I mean, it is gonna hurt me, but yeah. Healing on attack kill is not terrible with my build. Although I don't think it is attack damage that is triggered from triggered from my attacks triggering the extra strike possibility. So movement speed, dash distance. Is dash distance better than movement speed? I'm gonna be honest, yes. So because I can see that we'll definitely need some extra money. Again, all of the money will be gone instantly. Once again. Okay. So first up, put the pen in here, which is pretty nice. It's interesting. I've never used a non-weapon for a run, so the special items are also enticing me to build specific things. But okay, we do have effects range already. We have 10 cooldown reduction. Yeah, this one is probably also... I mean, the firebolt is nice. Because it does not have a cooldown. It is just 16% on the attack. Your attack hits have a chance to apply immobilized. I like that one for a ranger, obviously. Extra attack damage. 1116 damage or DPS. It's actually... goddamn. You can still see why I'm taking the 18% attack speed though, right? You do more damage to minions, sure. We have more status damage. Now, this just has an overall critical chance, which is just like that's a really interesting stat because it's not just attack criticals. Here we have basically just I'm taking the 50% extra damage over, but hey, it has attack projectile count, so this one, because if I wanted to make a dash thing, this one is basically the same as this one. What can I say? But yeah, it's just a little bit more attack. But yeah, I probably could get rid of that one. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. This is just it does have a closer time that it is together. And for some reason 0.01 attack seconds But yeah, this is basically the same max attack range, but it is a higher minimum amount of damage. Attacks have a chance to apply Chilled, obviously, also pretty nice. And cast Critical Strike. Honestly, I can sell that. Okay, so we have not found a cooldown. Summon count like that, yes, but at the same time, no. We'll get, again, I basically would want something better. But here, this one with less cooldown reduction but cast critical strike chance. But hey, I want my cooldown reduction for all of the things. So yeah, I don't need that. Then we have more cooldown, and we have this one for attack speed. And once again, we're down to 7k life. Gold. So, welp. Honestly, I'm gonna put you together here. Okay. Nice. Still though, I'm pretty sure that I went through most of what I had to say, what I would change, what I would like to see improvements on, what I would like added. So yeah, there is a lot. There's a lot that is in there. But obviously, I'm having high hopes for the update, because we haven't seen an update in so long that I'm really craving it. I'm hoping that they're not just adding content, and if then I'm hoping that is a lot. But you know, mostly I just want improvements. Also, I have seen I would have loved to show off Shape of Dreams. As you can see, now you can see, I have 73 hours in a prologue for a game that has been very, very fun. Now, I don't know. This is a South Korean developer. It's like people are saying it's kind of like a MOBA against PvE enemies. I don't really see it. I see it as a, like, yeah, you have your 4 or 5 abilities, and it is yeah, you can kind of have this like a feeling from the layout that there's you know, this is a passive, and then you have your ultimate here, and you have dodges. But yeah, like I said, it is against the PvE environment, and I just had a lot of fun with it. Now, obviously, it ran itself into the ground for me, because there was so many different. But hey, it is a prologue. There was only so many different possibilities to build up to scale infinitely. But yeah, that one I had a lot of fun with. So I wish I could actually show you that. But obviously that ended. Now, I do have to say, I did not play enough games in the stream cycle. We played the Bazaar, then we played a round of Magicraft, then we played Death Must Die, then we played Titan Quest, yes, and Black Book and The Blind Prophet. But that is only 6 games. I need at least 7 games. So yeah, we are we have to actually play another game here. Just so that I'm gonna fulfill my quota. Left click, drag to move, sure. Time for children's games. Let me just change the category still. The Lonesome Guild and the Lonesome Fork. We're gonna go with the Lonesome Fork. Okay. Let me just actually, do I need to? Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna stay down here. So this is a very, very short, I think, kids story time game. And before I play the Blind Prophet, because we're not gonna play Black Book tonight, I think. So yeah, I think tomorrow I still have some places to be, and maybe we are gonna get a stream done early that I can play the Black Book, or maybe another game. Is better than me staying up super late today tonight. God damn it. In a cluster of woods not far away from you and me, something extraordinary happened. Oh, he looks so sad. In an open field beside a meadow of warm flowers, sibling cubs played a game of Tag the Big Bad Wolf. It was a game that didn't sit well with the eldest sibling. You see, she didn't like wolves because she was terrified of them. To be honest, she was terrified of just about everything. What if the wolf ate me? And the bear? Imagine if I slipped and fell into the river, she worryingly wailed to her mother at times. Don't be afraid of the dangers of the world, dear, Mother-in-law usually calmly responded. Otherwise, the Lonesome Fork could get you. It comes for all with fear in their hearts. Those owls definitely do not fear death. I still like the idea of owls as intelligent creatures. But have you ever actually watched an owl? They look so confused by literally every situation. Just being alive is a great mystery to them. That only made her feel worse. As thoughts of everything she was afraid of began to consume her. Wolves, bears, birds, and most of all the Lonesome Fork. One day she caught sight of something rolling down a distant mountain. It was the Lonesome Fork. It had to be. Large and all-consuming, it rolled over the nearby hill and onto her path. Where's the rest of your... Oh my god, it multiplies. She turned around and sprang as quickly as her little legs could take her. However, she couldn't outrun the darkness which inched ever closer until it was upon her. Dazed and confused, she shrieked, closed her eyes and blindly ran till she could run no further. But she ran into every tree in the forest. Only blackness and an eerie silence shrouded her. After a short moment, she put her paw forward and felt the familiar feel of grass beneath her feet. Familiar was good. Slowly she opened her eyes and was greeted by landscape she had never seen before. I am probably the most lonesome and scared animal in the world right now, she thought. Now there is some cats and dogs at the veterinary, so... I wonder what actually gives animals the idea that there's gonna be unimaginable suffering awaiting them at the veterinarian. Like there must be something like in the air or like just I don't know what it is with humans and animals. They just don't like going to the doctors. Like same man, but how do you know? She perched herself atop a small rock. It was cold and damp from the fog. Am I ever going to see my family again? She wondered aloud. Of course you will, answered a voice with no face. They'll soon die as well. Are you the lonesome folk? Asked the terrified cub as her eyes darted around to find the source of the voice. I most certainly am not, responded the voice. I am simply a worried and scared mother, who is lost in the fog just like you. Can mothers be scared too? Wondered the little cub aloud, with a sense of relief that she was no longer alone. Apparently so, responded the voice as she began to explain the reason for her fears. She spent most days scared something bad would happen to her little pups. A motherly voice sounded weak, and the little cub thought it reminded her of a bat or something less scary. They spoke for what felt like a long time. Sometimes they laughed even though they were scared. Most of all, they were happy to find someone who understood what it felt to be little and scared. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept in and began to break up the surrounding dim, just welcoming the warmth of the sun. Look, it's clearing, cheered the little cub. She jumped down from the little rock and excitedly turned around to gaze upon the face of the voice that kept her company. A large and statuesque-looking wolf towered over her. Without fear, the cub stared at the wolf mother, who stared right back. Without uttering a word to each other, they turned around and began walking their separate ways, both more than a little relieved by the chat. Weird. As she made it into the clearing, she caught sight of her family. Delighted and filled with joy, she ran towards them. They played and talked all day. However, she pledged to keep her experience close to her heart. No one had to know. Yes, keep it all inside. That is what Frozen told me in the much cooler version. Bottle it up. Push it down. Over time, the lonesome fog would return, and when it did, the cub didn't run away. Instead, she confidently strode towards and within it before returning to her family. Each time it happened, her belief in her ability to face anything grew. In time, little would hold any fear for her. I do not know if that is necessarily a positive message. Yeah, that was very short. And there was also no gameplay. But I mean, that is exactly why I bought it, right? I actually don't remember if I bought it. Did I actually get this for like 99 cents or something at some point? This book is based on the game Shelter 2. Midnightanddelight.com, okay. Yeah, I mean, it was basically a book, yeah. That feels about right. But hey, 7 games, yes. We did it. Okay, so I'm gonna take a short break, and when I come back, we are gonna play the Blind Prophet. We once again won't actually be making it through the Black Book, I'm fearing. Again, we played Titan Quest, and it wasn't so amazingly good. So, and that I did for like the first 3 days. Oh well. So yeah, I'll be back in half an hour or so. Anyways, see you then.